Hi everyone. Obviously we're getting you new to our new technology, but we were kind of cool today. We introduced our new intro.
Yeah.
You may not have got all of it, so I'm going to replay it. Hang on 1 second. All right, so that's a snip clip of our new video. The whole thing is going to be posted next week, the whole 38 seconds. That was a 14-minute teaser of it.
14 seconds.
Teaser of it.
Yeah.
So, next week, you're going to see the whole thing, which is going to be very exciting.
The Tipsy Realtors, new logo and everything.
Exactly. So. And today we're doing a cocktail called Captured Moments, and we're going to do a recap of what happened in 2024, because for a lot of people, you're trying to figure out kind of what happened, what should I have noticed, what did I miss, what other things are happening, and then we're not going to talk about 2025 because we're going to get to 2025.
That's right. Yeah, we have a forecast conferences coming in a couple of weeks here, so we will do that in a detail. But there's quite a lot of points to cover, so let's make the drink so we can talk extra fast. And make sure you guys did not miss anything from last year.
So we are starting with coupe glasses with dry that are being chilled right now. So they're being chilled, which is why they're all cold. And we're going to pour out the chilly part. So they're nice and cold and chilly. And then we're going to add in the alcohol parts. Hang on 1 second.
It's the first show of 2025. We're going to get way better.
Exactly. We have to get back into the swing of things here.
So, I know. It's like been 2 weeks off, actually.
So it says, I obviously auto-corrected it. I missed it. And it says 1 ounce of contact. It means cognac.
Well, you know, potato.
Exactly. It's like cognac, but contact.
I always get excited. If there's a cognac in a recipe, I get super psyched.
And then half an ounce of Cointreau.
Cointreau or triple sec. It's a great dry but kind of orange hint liqueur, so it's great.
2 dashes of aromatic bitters. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then dry sparkling wine.
I don't know. You're gonna have to do something with it for sparkling wine. Make sure you finish it later today. We open a big bottle.
There you go.
The trick about if you guys did open a big bottle and obviously making only 2 cocktails, grab any spoon that will fit in it, put it in like this, and put it in the fridge, and it will keep the bubbles for the rest of the day.
How does it do that?
I have no idea. It's a trick. One of my girlfriends learned it. I've been doing it several times, and it works. So you don't need to have that special champagne cap.
Cool.
It's totally cool, yeah.
All right, so here is
beautiful.
Captured
moments. All right.
Let's see.
It smells great.
It's a sipper.
Yes, it's definitely a sipper.
The start of a night?
Yeah. It's kind of like I almost think it's missing something. Oh, we didn't garnish it, but we did. Okay. It's nice. Like it's not super strong, but maybe put some ice in it. Yeah,
we could have chilled the dry sparkling wine. It would be really nice though, like when people first come to your house, like a nice Greek drink.
Yes, I like it because again, but you have to like a taste of cognac and a Cointreau because that's what you're actually tasting.
Yeah,
and you're really putting the bubbly on top to kind of disperse the alcohol a little.
To thin it out a little.
Yeah, to thin it out a little.
But alcohol with alcohol.
Yes, I like it, but it's definitely not like an easy drinking cocktail.
No, it's a sipper.
Captured moments.
Captured moments.
I wonder if you like the moments like you capture, you would not remember in this way, like capturing them right now. Yes, but it's quite easy drinking. Well, we have a lot of captured moments, I guess, for 2024 in real estate. It was quite a year of different ups and downs and changes and policy changes.
Well, and so for me, I'll be honest, when I made the notes for the show today, and when I was making the notes, I tried to think of the questions that our clients ask us. What happened in 2024? Where were the best places to invest in 2024? Should I bought a house, a townhouse, a condo, a detached house, where was the best place to buy in 2024? So I think the big thing that you guys have to realize is that in 2024 compared to 2023, there was a 15% increase. Then now when we're look at the start
of sales, 15% increase of sales?
No.
Of price?
Yeah. Oh, 50% increase, of sales,
Of sales, okay.
Yeah, of the number of houses sold. So the number of houses sold. In regards to the increase in the dollar of the amount of the house, there's actually, I believe it's like 6.34%.
Yeah. 6.6 you said here.
Yeah, 6.6% is the actual increase. So if you bought a house at the beginning of 2024, by the end of 2024, on average, it would have gone up by 6.6%, which one thing to know about the city of Calgary is the city of Calgary actually averages 6.25% increase. So it sounds crazy, but last year was average, even with all the competing offers and everything like that. It was an average rate of return on Calgary houses.
It's like, again, and I've said that many times last year, like you have to remember that not all markets are equal. So we're saying average. So yeah, there are some markets that have seen a huge increases that actually went over 10% and probably higher. And there's a markets that maybe increased very little and or sold very little as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of on the mortgage side, we've seen prime decreased 4 times last year overnight rate. Anyway, we started at 6.5.
No, it's what the opposite.
Yeah.
They started raising it. It started at 5.25 in January, and they raised it to 6.25 in December, and now they've started lowering it.
Lowering it again. Okay.
And we're going to probably, I can't tell 2025 secrets yet. That is what they did over 2025. It's going to be 2024. It's going to be so hard not to go into 2025 information.
Yeah, no.
So,
okay.
And put up boundaries.
Great things coming. Great things
coming.
Yes. Again, there's quite a few incentive programs that were introduced. Like, we had the first time buyer incentive program where the first time buyer program provides you with a 20,000.
Well, it was 20,000 last year. So it started with.
Okay.
It started with. I know it was 20,000 last
20,000. So it was 20,000. Obviously, in December, we the mortgage policies have changed as well, and they announced.
You can't talk about that. Oh, this is December 15th.
Well, it's December.
It's December. Okay, you can talk about it.
It's kind of last year news. Come on. It's December 15th. But I just wanted to quickly say, first time buyers, you guys got an incentive in terms of get your 30-year amortization instead of 25-year amortization, which decreases your mortgage payments. Also, for people who are buying $1 million+ homes, which is not that rare anymore in Calgary, before you had to put 20% down if it was over $1 million. And now you can go up to $1.5 million purchase with a less than 20% down. And that's a new policy as of December.
Now, if you're wondering why all of this happened, so all of this happened because there was an increased rental demand, and our rental demand actually increased by 10%. And what happens is when people don't understand this, but the rental market is different from the housing market, from resale housing and new housing, but they work hand in hand. So when you see a rental demand increase and rents start going up, people say, well, I can buy for that and I can own for the same as what you're charging me for rent. So then the resale market starts going up in the new home sales. So as rents increase, resale markets start increasing as well. So I always tell people, if you really want to see when the market is going to start kind of booming or increasing, watch that vacancy rate on the rental market. And that's what we saw last year in 2024 is we saw that rental market tighten up. We saw that 10% increase in demand on rental because so many people were coming to Calgary because there's so many opportunities here and there's jobs and it's affordable. So that caused that rental market to go up, which also caused that resale market to go up.
That's right. And again, the way the prices have been increasing for the last couple of years, a lot of people were pushed into a rental market because they couldn't quite, catch up with the new pricing because even for Calgary, here say like we started in January for average price of 590 for the Calgary. Is it detached home? Yeah, it's a detached home. And in December we end up with 630.
Yes, for the average price.
And that's basically 4.78 price increase from the beginning to the end of the year for Calgary market.
6.7.
Yeah, and we've seen the same thing. Like people went into a lot of condos and townhouse purchases, maybe even like semi-detached product because they were a little bit cheaper. So of course, when the demand spikes, the prices go up. So we saw that price increase for the condo and townhouses as well.
Yeah, and actually condos and townhouses increased by 8%. Ironically, so did luxury homes. Luxury homes increased by 8%. Townhouses increased by 7.5%.
I was driving here and I was thinking, we talked about the luxury real estate earlier this week.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, is like, okay, like we need to redefine what's a luxury real estate in Calgary.
I agree.
Because you know what, being that $1 million mark is, again, as I said, is not so rare anymore.
Yeah.
Like we are definitely, there's a lot of homes that got pushed over that mark just with the price increases we've seen in the last couple of years. Yeah.
But so semi-detached homes, townhouses, townhomes, and understand with townhomes can be with and without condo fees, so keep that in mind. They're just row housing.
Yes.
So that can be with and without condo fees, and we have a lot of builders building now the townhouses without condo fees, and that's where I think we're seeing that 7.5% increase, because when we look at apartment style, we only saw 6.67% increase.
Yes.
Yet we look at the detached home market and we saw a 6.87% increase. So those kind of had those equal markets. Country residential, which I know a lot of people thought once COVID happened, everybody was going to move out to the country because they didn't want to be around anyone. But the reality of it is country residential only went up 5% last year.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I know.
Yeah.
So, and then commercial, if you're looking at commercial products, they actually didn't see as high increases as we saw in the resale markets. And they only went up by 4.67%.
Yeah, I think with the commercial, just because I do a little bit work there, is we have very limited supply, and the products are coming out. There is not much of diversity of it. It's one or two particular products that constantly get rebuilt, and I think finally the demand is like, okay, we don't need it. Yeah. The demand is not there for what has been built in Calgary. Living in Chestermere, obviously, like I always look for what the prices are like in the satellite cities. Just because once the Calgary is becoming more and more expensive, people start looking to live outside of Calgary. We got Airdrie, Cochrane, Okotoks, High River,
and they were predicted to have some of the bigger growths.
Langdon, yeah, and we work in all those areas, and we worked in all those areas last year, and we've seen the growth ourselves. So, for example, Chestermere, we had a huge gain the year before that, we doubled the Calgary in our price range again. So we started this year in 2024 with 600 average price, so obviously even higher than average price for Calgary, and we end up at 630, so 5% increase in Chestermere. And that's like my baby. That's kind of what I'm watching, right?
And when we're looking at that Chestermere, so what that means when you look at what these average home prices are at the end of December, Calgary and Chestermere on average are the exact same price. There is no cost savings to go to Chestermere, but you get a beautiful small community.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Right. But that's exactly. So now
and you do get more. So I just do want to point that out. You do get more square footage and stuff for your buck. Yeah. So you will get a bigger home with probably triple garage with a bigger yard compared to what you get in Calgary for the same amount of money. That's kind of like just like note.
Although we also, I also looked at Airdrie, I looked at Carstairs, going a little bit further out. Now, Airdrie had a 6.25% increase, but Carstairs only had a 5.88% increase. So when you look at the map, we have Calgary, Airdrie, and then Carstairs is that kind of next jump out.
That extra 5-minute drive.
Extra 5-minute drive. So they didn't have as big of increases as we thought, because they really started places like Olds and all this other kind of stuff is going to start seeing the big growth because they are the more affordable home markets. But when you're talking about more affordable home markets, In Carstairs, your average house in December was $450,000. That was the price on average. So obviously there's going to be huge cost savings going that extra 5 minutes from Airdrie, where their average home price is $510. So when you look at Airdrie at $510 and you look at Calgary at $630, again, their average home price, it's a heck of a savings to drive that 8 minutes, to drive that additional 5 minutes, to see if you can get that more affordable home. And then all your driving you're doing into Calgary is on highways.
That's right.
It's I
think it's going to be a very interesting year because, I'm very quite familiar with Strathmore and High River, Okotoks. Those, I'm looking at them right now, and they have very limited, especially Okotoks and High River have limited supply. Black Diamond, and what's the other one next to it?
It's called Diamond Valley now.
Diamond Valley. Oh dear God,
I
am so sorry. I was like, that was so 2 years ago.
Exactly.
So those communities will be on watch out. I think they will be increasing in price this year because they already started that last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else cool stuff there?
So suburban growth. Suburban growth.
Yes.
That was a 20% increase in suburban growth. So the amount of people that came out to the suburbs, 20%. So again, that's a lifestyle choice, right? That you want to get that bigger, better house.
There's total new communities. Sometimes I'm driving by. It's where does it come from?
Exactly. So that means that the buyers are looking for larger homes at lesser price with bigger lot sizes. And although, don't get me wrong, if you're from somewhere other than Calgary lot sizes are postage stamps. We get that. I had a guy once who actually relocated from the US to here, and he goes, does the same builder build all your houses? Why are they all the same and why are they all so close together? And I laughed and I said, no, we have lots of different builders. They just build all the same houses really close together.
That's right.
And I like to call it 50 Shades of Beige.
Yeah. Well, it's what sells, right? I find you have to read what is trending here.
Absolutely.
One of the community I have been kind of having my eye on is Rangeview. Nothing it's not the community that luxury or anything. It's gonna be one of those I think beautifully developed family-based communities, and it's just outside of Seton. And because Seton has developed so much and the shopping around there,
and it's close to the hospital.
Well, that's South Hospital, and the biggest YMCA, I believe, in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, so it has the tallest climbing wall, whatever. It's something insane, but it's one of you don't want to overestimate or underestimate some of those further new build communities because they. Up and comers, and if you're not planning to move in the next 10 years, buy it there and just wait it out, the construction, the pain of it, because eventually that would be a closer community to the city, right?
Well, I remember when we bought our house in Hidden Valley.
That was far, right?
My husband actually said 2022. My husband, when we drove out here, he actually said
2002.
Yeah, sorry, 2002.
Yeah.
When we drove out here in 2002, we drive out here and Clint says, who the hell would live way out here? and
voila!
And now we're almost inner city.
That's right. We actually the Hidden Valley now. It's one of those closer inner city communities.
But big thing to know too is we saw a lot of investors get into the market, and I will say this is something we haven't really seen huge investors into our real estate market since 06, 07.
That is true.
A huge market.
People buy with a lonely purpose of just invest.
Yeah, yes. So we saw huge demand for investors in our market, which to me gives me promise again, that hope for the real estate market, because investors don't get in unless it's good for the long haul, unless it's going to be good for a while, because investors aren't investing unless they see the
potential,
the
future, the growth, or the part of the investment will be working in the positive cash flow, things like that, right?
Well, and this is a big argument, obviously, that I have all the time, too, is I think to a certain degree, people are starting to see real estate as an investment vehicle as common as stocks and RSPs and all that kind of stuff. So I think we're starting to see people see real estate as a very safe investment that they don't have to worry about, that is a good long-term, focused investment that they know that's going to have potential growth no matter what. So I think that people are very, very cognitive of that, and I think that's a great thing for the real estate market. But yeah, we saw a lot of investors come back. We're seeing more increase in solar panels and stuff like that.
Yeah, innovation. Definitely green homes, innovation, just general improvement of, you know, old homes. Like people renovate more, improving their homes to be more efficient, be prettier. Like, you know, that was definitely another thing we've seen quite a bit. Like, you know, I love that because like one of my girlfriends lives in Houston. I'm quite familiar with Houston real estate, and one of the things that people like live in, like they moved in that house and lived there for like 50 years, looks exactly the same, and to get something like renovated is almost very rare, or repainted, you know. And here, what I love that people constantly modernizing and updating their homes, because that makes you more like I don't want to say like, you know, forever young, but it's like, you know, it gives your home longevity.
Absolutely. We're also seeing a change in the demographic of who's coming out and buying because of all the new programs, because of all the new incentive, and because we have that millennial demographic coming into that home buying age. The average first-time home buyer is 35 years old. So this average first-time home buyer is a millennial, and they're coming into their age of buying a home. So we're seeing a huge surge of these millennials coming out and buying homes. And believe it or not, a lot of them are having down payments gifted by their parents co-signing. It's actually funny. So over Christmas, I had all my beautiful millennial nieces and nephews sitting around me asking me 1,000 home buying questions. And they were so cute because like I was explaining it to them, and it was so awesome to have them be so inquisitive and so smart and so informed. Like, I was amazed what these kids knew. I was never that smart at their age. No. I was still drinking, doing bad things.
Well, because our parents didn't talk to us about that. Yesterday, my daughter is 12, and we're driving in a thing. We're talking about options in school. And I was like, you know what, this semester you guys didn't have it, but I saw it on the list. If business ever shows up, you gotta take it. It teaches you investments. And she started asking me questions about investment, and we got it on.
And your daughter's 10.
12.
12, sorry.
Yeah, so we started talking about real estate investment, and I basically told her, like, what happened with the people who bought a house 2 years ago, made $200,000 on it, get the refinance, buy investment property, get the renters who pay them the mortgage out, and how that works. Like, she's like, what's the investment in real estate looks like? So I told her, like, oh wow, that's awesome. See, and I was like, you need to know this because nobody taught me when I was your age, and I wish they did.
See, and I think it's funny because when my kids, who are now 15 and 19, hit compounding interest in math, I got so excited. I'm like, let me tell you about compounding interest and what it does for you.
That's a wealth building vehicle right there.
So these are the kind of things that are happened in 2024. We are doing everything we can to not give you any insight to 2025 because we want you to watch our other video telling you what's happening.
It will be in a couple of weeks. We're gonna, like, obviously Robin and I being on the edge of our seats because we're doing a lot of research on like what's gonna be happening with the market. I mean, we have a political change in Canada. Like, well, I don't know, like. Try not to draw.
You know what? Actually, so it's
a change, and a change always brings something.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, this is my honest opinion. Uncertainty stops investment.
Yes.
Right. So actually, I heard the best term that I loved the other day is weaponizing uncertainty, weaponizing chaos, and that's what I feel like they've been doing. But it's actually super cool because if we can actually always vote in our prime minister on the same day as the U.S. You know how awesome that would be for investment? Because you get certainty for 4 years in both countries. So we actually are going to get a brand new U.S. president. Not saying what I think about. Don't go there.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that discussion. But we get a brand new U.S. president, like him or not like him, with a brand new Canadian prime minister. And that is awesome for investment. Yeah. We're both the same at the same time.
So for me, like when we talk about economics and politics, I always look at the consumer confidence because consumer confidence is very much monopolized by all those factors, especially Alberta. We live in our own bubble.
Yeah.
And the fact, again, looking that the more work is coming to Alberta with the Daniel Smith agreement with Enbridge.
Yes.
Yes. So, that's like the way I see it. It's more job opportunities, people coming here to work, people here to come make money, and people most likely will spend money here as well. So
and housing is affordable for now.
Yes. Again, in terms of the big cities, we are still very affordable in terms of big cities. There was Instagram reel. It's like showing what you can buy across Canada for 800,000, and basically we're still looking pretty good for what you can buy for 800,000 in terms of But compared to Surrey, BC or Toronto, it's a shack.
And we don't have land transfer taxes.
Yes.
And we don't have all these other taxes that we're seeing being put in other provinces to our west.
Yeah, and also, if you think about it, why the policies are so different, because there is industry and a network of realtors and realtor organizations that lobby the government.
And because Alberta rocks.
To have not certain taxes
land
and fees.
Taxes.
Yes. So if you wonder why some have and why some not, because we do fight against some of those policies not to be in Alberta.
100%.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, but we have prize giveaway time.
Oh, we do. Okay, so we giving away. Did you get the picture? Did you get? We got new thingies. So we were giving away for December month. We were giving away a set of Moscow Mule set.
That's right, a Moscow Mule set.
I got totally forgot. That's okay. She's been in Costa Rica. Then we had a show for 2 weeks. So let's spin the wheel.
I was a Lloyd minister.
Yes,
Lloyd minister.
That's probably shocked the out of you. Okay, thank you everybody who entered. And you mean by entering, you like and love and share our show and tag your friends throughout the month of December.
And of course, all of our prizes are by and on behalf of Remax Realtor Professionals.
Sherry Sakal, you have won again, our biggest fan. Congratulations.
Oh, and also too, is on January 25th, we're doing a seminar, so please contact us with the contact information on the screen.
Do you have a little poster on?
No, I don't.
No,
but
okay.
We're doing a seminar about how to come up with a down payment. And on February 1st, we're doing actually a seminar on single parents and how to buy a house. Single income, single parents, stuff like that. So please keep that in mind. But regardless, we ask that you like and love us on all of our social media feeds.
Yes.
And that is how you enter into our draws. And that is how you get your name in the Wheel of Fortune, of which...
next month prize, right?
Next month prize.
So throughout of January, when you watch our show on all those social media platforms, you love, like, share, tag your friends,
comment.
If you like the cocktail, you like the real estate topic, watch this because it's awesome.
Basically, if you make us see you at all.
This is the prize we're gonna give away in February. Eco Pop. We love our.
Sorry, say that again.
Eco Pop.
Echo Pop.
Oh, Eco Pop.
Echo.
By Alexa.
Echo Pop.
Echo Pop. I have no idea what it does, but it sounds cool.
It is awesome. I have one of these at my cabin.
Okay.
And it gives you access to your digital assistant. And I'm just saying, for those people who live very busy lives like myself, my digital assistant makes my shopping list, my to-do list, plays music for me, tells me when to remember things.
I feel like maybe this is something I need to adopt for 2025.
Oh, dude, I'll set you up.
I don't have one. I feel like I'm finally growing to the PA.
I will set you up. I will set you up, buddy.
All right,
but next week we are doing Combat Cocktail, and we're actually doing the fight of condo versus house.
Oh.
So on this one, what we're actually going to do is we're going to have a live debate. Anna is going to debate why condos are great, and I'm going to debate why houses are great. And this is going to be like dueling pianos, but it's dueling realtors.
You got easier topic, I feel like. I'm going to squish you.
No, we can
squish you.
I'm just saying, dueling realtors.
Challenge accepted.
Dueling realtors, condo versus houses.
Yeah.
She's going to convince you why condos are better. I'm going to convince you why houses are better. And that's what next week is going to be.
I feel like we should have like a voting at the end.
That's a good idea.
You know,
and it's the combat cocktail, so it'll be
okay.
debating on condo versus house with alcohol.
Nice.
Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good drink.
But
all right, thanks for watching, guys. We are so excited. We welcome everybody to 2025. Happy New Year. If you're still celebrating all Orthodox holidays, I know we're going strong. And yes, we are going until end of June. Our program is until end of June. And again, new system. The journal is still available for purchases on Amazon.
And it's in a feature on our Facebook page if you want to purchase it to make it easier.
That's right. So there is all cocktails for each day of we gonna be going live where you can make notes. But also, I'm just gonna say this creme brulee martini I did like the last show in December. It's been remade several times.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year, everyone. And we hope you all the best real estate investing in 2025.
Yes, we're looking forward to hear from you.
See you.
Bye.